This is the Milo Beasley Show. This is the Milo Beasley Show. There's only one thing you need to know. This is the Milo Beasley Show. And now, here's your host, Milo Beasley.
All right.
Are we rolling?
Yes, we're rolling right
Action.
now. And welcome to the Milo Beasley Show. Little
And
video.
who are
thing.
you?
My name is Milo Beasley.
Milo Beasley. And
Yep.
what's the name of the show?
The Milo Beasley Show.
That would make sense.
Yep. Milo.
Wow.
Wait, what is this? Oh my god! I'm like,
Yeah.
hello.
just do that.
So,
do it like
hello,
that.
hi. My name is Trish Stratus.
So I want to chat a little bit about a mutual friend of ours. You're quite a bit closer than I am. I've just worked on it with a couple projects, but Lloyd Kaufman.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So you actually started off doing trauma films with Romeo and Juliet.
I
correct?
did. My first movie was Romeo and Juliet that we shot in the early 90s in New York. And my brother James got to be close with Lloyd, and I've known Lloyd ever since.
Yeah,
I saw him here this weekend. Yeah, he hasn't changed a bit.
He is.
Rat Fetus is here. Rat Fetus, come and say hello. Isn't she beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? It's it's
apparently
wonderful.
she's on the phone.
Wonderful people like Rat Fetus who make all this possible, because we have no money, and it's really our fans who are making all this wonderful 44 years of trauma possible. And not just our fans, but our air conditioners. They're very helpful also.
I gotta know. How much are t-shirts? What is the percentage? Is it between 1 and 100 that ask you when the reunion is of everyone at your table?
That is about 100%.
About 100%.
It's always interesting how, they always try to go around and like, well, so do you guys talk to each other still? And then it's here it comes, they go, well, when are you guys going to be getting back together again at some point? It's like, well, you never know. And I always say never say never.
Never say never.
At the moment, I know that we haven't really talked about it, so it's probably not happening anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, all this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with one of the wrestling greats. It's me, Howard Cosell. Yes, I'm still dead, but I'm glad to be here with Milo. Milo, tell us about yourself.
Wait a minute. Are we supposed
Well,
to be talking?
time's up for Milo. What's up, baby? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I get the very first interview of Clean Cut Milo.
Yes.
Clean Cut Milo.
Clean cut. It's crazy. I still have where I think that, because I used to always put it up, and then so when I go to get in the shower, I always feel like, oh, I got to take my hair down, and it's not there, and it feels so weird.
You feel naked.
Yeah.
I feel naked. I know
Yeah, it
that
is.
feeling about being naked. I do.
Well,
Yeah,
a
hey.
couple times.
A couple times.
Right here.
And right here.
And right there, a couple times. So yeah, so do you get many people that bring the old Playboys to
Yes.
sign?
Actually, most of the business I've been getting here is not from my TV stuff. It's mostly been because of the Playboy stuff. People bring it. I don't sell it. I have Playboy covers here, but I don't sell my nakedness.
Right, you don't want to be responsible for that if it falls into the wrong hands
No,
here.
there are a lot of kids here, so I don't put no nakedness stuff out
Right.
there.
Ever go bother Josh over at the Universal?
You know, the day I went, he was not there. I
What?
was very bummed. Yeah.
Did you go and get the butterbeer from the Harry Potter?
No.
What?
I went to the Harry Potter land, but I didn't know about the butterbeer.
The butterbeer, and they have two versions. They have just regular cold, but then they have frozen butterbeer.
So explain this to me.
So it's like it's almost like a slush.
Oh,
It's like a slush, and it
Okay.
has like a little foam on the top of it. It's great.
delicious.
Yeah,
I
it's delicious.
haven't had it.
So
Okay.
do you like butterscotch candy?
Yeah,
And cream soda. Do you like cream soda?
I do.
It's like somebody put a butterscotch candy in cream soda.
Those together might be a little too sweet for me.
Oh, it's
so I don't know.
It's
We'll
so
see.
good. Are you a fan of the Harry Potters though?
Yeah, I've watched them all. I can't keep them straight now, but yes.
Right. And did you read the books before you watched them?
No.
Sames.
It's a weird combination, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even weirder is when I played George Washington after I did Brad Majors in Rocky Horror. I don't know how they would ever have given me the job as George Washington if anybody involved in that production had ever seen Rocky Horror.
Never seen Rocky.
But they did, thank God.
So when a Jet game, because I'm a New York Jet fan, would be on, I couldn't get used to this getting up at 9 a.m. to watch what would be a 1 p.m. game.
Yeah, it's really
so
weird,
that was
right?
like weird that you'd be in the only place that had the Hooters, I'm sorry, but that's where it was. I'd go to Hooters at like 10 a.m. and you see all these New York fans in Hooters watching the Jets or the Giants game, whatever you'd want to watch. And that's a weird feeling to me, having to get up so early to watch football.
Yeah.
And so I started that hashtag, people liked it. And I think the whole thing, it used to be like a very divided thing, right? There was a Trish camp and a Lita camp. So they were finally like, oh, they're friends, like we can like come together.
Right.
So now we have more fans. No,
right.
But so like we kind of thought it just became a thing. And then Amy was doing appearances. I was busy having my kids and building my business in Toronto. But then I hadn't done signings when I first retired. And then I kind of just like got on it and said, okay, you know what, we'll do this, but we'll do it like the TMBS tour. And I was able to see her together. We hang out.
Right.
She's my son's godmother, so I'd bring my son on the road. It was fun. So we made a little family gathering thing of it. And now we like have turned it into a big thing.
That's
so,
great
yeah,
because, like,
great.
I mean, on paper, and especially during that time, complete opposite people, complete opposite characters.
Yeah, and they hate each other. Like, you know, the camps, they weren't into like, oh, you're a Lita fan.
Right, yeah, you have like the the punk rock emo scene type,
right?
And then the
whatever
the fit blonde, right?
Fit blonde. I was like, how are you going to describe me?
Yeah. I was gonna, I don't know.
I don't know how to describe me. Fit blonde. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I'll take that.
And you got the. You found out about the Mickey Mouse gig via your friends, right?
Yeah. A friend of mine is a Pixar animator, so when Disney decided to start doing auditions within the studio, she got the email, which she sent on to me.
So my friends wouldn't even tell me if like Burger King had like a buy one get one, much less tell me about a possibly career-defining moment. Like,
I think you need better friends.
I think I need better friends. How are your friends seem awesome? Do they need another friend?
They're all right. I mean, yeah, you can have them if you want.
Jason and Rico are also big Golden Girl fans. Like, and
oh yeah.
So we put like small jokes in Gwen, like we put like blaster jokes in there. So we're like we hide jokes.
Oh my gosh.
And we'll get shit from our editors. They're like, dude, like yeah, it's funny, but like no one's gonna get this fucking joke outside of you guys.
Timmy's a wonderful person, and I've known her since the early '90s. She has a place called the Shambhala Preserve, which is a sanctuary mostly for big cats. Tigers, lions, all the big cats, who are animals that might have otherwise been euthanized and destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Animals that have been rejected by zoos and wildlife parks, places like that. But Tippy's terrific, and she's done so much for these animals over the years. And I'm on her board, my wife and I, and I've done some fundraising things with her, and we're good friends.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you ever do you get a chance to like? Have you ever like? Be able to pet the lion's mane, or like, or do you not really are able to touch them because
it's not a good idea. It's funny people's conception of that. You know, you think that these big cuddly animals, but they are not a domesticated animal.
No, they're wild.
They never lose. And, I mean, you think, oh well, they're animal trainers. Yeah, kind of. You know, but the fact is that at any point a lion can turn, and they do, and that's when you hear about those people getting hurt.
Right, like what were the two the guys in Vegas?
Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah.
That's exactly
and
what
those
happened.
were some of the most well taken care of, most loved animals in the world. But sometime it happens, you know.
So yeah, so you're still doing fundraisers from time
I
to
still
time?
do whenever I can work for Tippy. I've shot some videos for them and things like that for fundraising purposes, and I love the guys out there. The closest I've ever been able to be to these animals, but in terms of actually putting your hands on them, that's something that's best not done.
Oh, yeah. Like you see like some of those the videos where like they raise the lion cub as a, you know, and then 10 years later the lion comes up and hugs the person, and you're like, I don't know if that's how it always goes.
It's a very sweet story. That's typically not what happens.
Right.
It's not usually hugging. You know, it's not a good idea.
While you are retired, you are certainly not busy. Because I listen to Busted Open.
Right.
And you're an ambassador for WWE, correct?
Yes.
So you are all over the place, man. Like, where do you find your downtime at?
You know what, man? I don't really have much downtime. I figured like if I'm going to be doing something, it might as well be something that I like to do. I love wrestling. I love to coach it. I love to explain what it is to people that have no idea, that have judgmental about the business, and you know, kind of disparage myths and educate people.
Right, because I mean, you were a weightlifter coming into wrestling. So was there a Mark Henry for you, that somebody who was there for you to tell you about the myths of pro wrestling and the way that pro wrestling actually was?
No, there was nobody, and I was the first developmental wrestler. Like, there was no such thing as being trained to wrestle.
Right.
You went to territories, you started putting the ring up, you ran errands, you did everything you could do. You swept the building up after it was closed.
I'm still doing that for this convention.
and then they would start to teach you.
Right, yeah.
And then, you know, you learn how to box, you learn how to wrestle. Like, so it's very, very, you know, complicated deal. So I didn't have that. So, you know, I had a lot of strife when I first started because I expected that, but I didn't get that.
On my guest this week, Brian O'Halloran, how you?
Always happens when you're videotaping.
At least it was the intro.
Right? This is going to go on the blooper reel at the end of the credits.
Hey, this is Bret Iwan, and you're watching the Milo Beasley Show. Hi, this is Bret Iwan, and you're watching the Milo Beasley Show. How was that? Here's the first one. It was better.
I'm probably going to. We are hanging out here at GalaxyCon Richmond. My guest this week, Carolina Ravassa. How are you doing?
Carolina Ravassa.
We're going to do this again. I said it right the first time.
It's okay.
I said it right in the panel.
Keep this. I like it.
All right, Carolina Ravassa.
Happens every day of my life. I'm
yeah.
used to it. Okay.
You know, like, the thing is, like, I'm sitting there saying, don't say Carolina, don't say
No,
Carolina.
I know. I think it happens to everybody. They get in their head and then they say Carolina, and then they go,
yeah.
Ah!
And then I'm like, yeah, I know what it is. I got it right
It's okay.
on the...
It's okay. And my brain goes,
Right.
Oh, here comes some music. Do a little dance break, dance break.
Dance break.
And it's gone.
Apparently singing off key, singing badly is against the law here in North Carolina. So does anybody want to come up and sit with me and break the law together? All right, come on. Here we go.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
You want to break the law? Well, you're a good singer. You can pretend to sing badly. All right. What's your favorite song?
That's a difficult question.
Okay, what's a song you like to sing, like karaoke to?
I just think karaoke should be able to Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know the song, but I don't. I mean, I know the chorus, but I don't. I can look it up, I guess. Here, we got plenty of time. Maybe I should pick the song.
Editing.
Since I have I have the Macarena lyrics up. How about? Oh, man. All right. How about Step by Step by New Kids on the Block? Okay.
3 hours later.
All right.
Somebody love my queen.
Hey, do what?
Somebody love my queen.
Yes. All right.
I might need the lyrics.
Okay, so Don't Mind Us. We're just wasting time. The people that are watching this now. Alright, yep. Hey, everyone watching us. I'll try to edit this out. That's actually a difficult one to find someplace like a starting point. Okay, alright, you go. Alright, there you go. Find me somebody to love. Each morning I get up, I die a little. I can't barely stand on my feet. Take a picture, look in the mirror and cry.
I don't actually know the rest of the song. I'm just realizing.
Look what you're doing to me. I've spent all my years believing you, but I just can't get no relief. Lord, somebody, anybody find me somebody to
Are y'all going to jail now?
Everybody's going to jail. You're all breaking the law. All right. Well, thank you very much. What was your name?
Daniel?
I'm Daniel. Thank you very much. I'm Daniel. All right. Everybody's going to jail here. It's awesome.